The Man Who Refused to Quit. In a small, forgotten town lived a man named Daniel. The town was quiet, almost invisible to the world, just like Daniel felt about his life. Daniel was not famous, he was not rich, he was not exceptionally talented. What he was, however, was tired of failing, tired of being ignored, and tired of being told that he was not enough. Every morning, Daniel woke up before sunrise and walked to the same old factory where he worked for minimum wage. His hands were rough, his back ached, and his dreams felt heavier than the machines he operated. People around him believed life had already decided his future, and it wasn't a bright one. But Daniel carried a secret. Every night, after returning home exhausted, he sat at a small wooden desk beside a cracked window and worked on his dream. Some nights he studied, other nights he wrote plans. Sometimes he simply stared at the wall, fighting doubt and fear. Progress was slow, painfully slow. Years passed, and nothing seemed to change. Friends mocked him. Relatives told him to be realistic. Even he questioned himself. One night, overwhelmed by failure, Daniel decided to quit. As he walked outside, rain fell heavily, soaking his clothes. At that moment, he noticed an old man struggling to push a broken cart uphill. Without thinking, Daniel helped him. When they reached the top, the old man smiled and said, "Son, this hill doesn't get easier. The only thing that changes is your strength." Those words stayed with Daniel. The next morning, Daniel didn't feel motivated. He didn't feel confident. He felt scared, but he didn't quit. Days turned into months. Those turned into years. Failures continued, but so did Daniel's effort. Slowly, his skills improved. One opportunity appeared, then another. Most failed. One didn't. Years later, Daniel stood on a stage, speaking to people who once doubted him. He wasn't perfect, he wasn't lucky, he was persistent. And then he said something that silenced the room. "Success didn't change my life. Refusing to quit did." Moral of the story: life doesn't reward talent alone. It rewards those who keep walking when the road gets painful. You don't need motivation every day. You need discipline, patience, and belief. If you're tired, rest. If you're tired, rest. But never quit.